Ching ching, it's a money machine.
Oh, I ain't hear that money. Oh.
The sun is shining, nice and bright, The birds are chirping, and I'm excited. Time to get ready for another day. No one can stop us. We gon' learn to play. Every day we learn and play. We do our best, so we'll be great. You do your best, and I do mine. So let's get ready, cause it's about that time. Good morning, you. Good morning, how do you do? Good morning, time to be great. Good morning, time to wake. Good morning, try dance and play. Good morning, sun start today. Good morning, open your eyes. Good morning, reach for the sky. Good morning, morning to you. Good morning, how do you do? Good morning to you. Good morning, how do you do? Good morning. You see me on my grind. Stars got to shine. I'm a supernova. Yeah, you see me taking over. Yeah, I'm on the move. I got a way to stride to it. So let me hear you say, every day we gonna learn and play.
Away, hey, it is your day. It is you, the superstar of your world today. It is Rolling Out AM. We're coming your way with Ty Bo Cooper on the Ty Bo, winking at you right now. Get your Ty Bo if you have it today. This show is brought to you by Bow Tie. And put your lipstick on. Don't let your wife or girlfriend kiss you without it. That's it. Tia Berry, of course, if you got CBD, you want some berries, she got the Tierra Berry collection. And then, of course, the jewelry Portia Monique has all the bling that you need in your life today. Keep your money in your community and spend it that way. It is always there. And, of course, coming through, it is Romeo Think International coming to you, influencer, social media guy, and of course the DJ of the day. I was hanging out last night on IG with my brother, and I was seeing there D Nice was up. I said, well, who else was up at 2 in the morning?
Yeah, Uncle D.
He was spinning at 2 in the morning on a Tuesday, which actually was a Wednesday because it was at 2 in the morning. So I'm waiting on my DJ equipment, so I'm gonna start my lesson so I know what I can do when I get up in the middle of the
night. I tell you, when I tell you.
What's up, Ty? What you saying, Ty?
The boss just say, did I just hear him say he was waiting on some DJ equipment to be come through, monster.
Hey, you know, this is all about evolution. That's the whole idea of having a program and a show. And I'm watching everybody DJ. You know, I enjoy it. I'm buying 2 things for my holiday. One is the equipment to be able to make music and DJ in my house, since we're going to be virtual for the next 24 months. I'm giving it and a Magic Jack camera. So
what's that?
Getting a Magic Jack. So
let me tell y'all.
Camera.
It's good. Going to get these sets. I'm actually getting a tour of a virtual sets for our TV show, so we can know what kind of virtual sets we can have. We're installing 3 green screens at the middle of next month, so we'll have 3 stages built in the back. So I'm excited. So
that's super dope. I like that you're getting people right now are still, I think, are in denial of the fact that we are virtual, right? And it's like, come on, y'all. Everything that you do now, you are now going to have to at least experience it, get prepared, get ready. Like, people be like, Ty, oh my God, your background looks amazing. Well, guess what? It came with preparation and planting and a lot of excitement. Like, y'all see this? Like I have all types of equipment. Like you got to be red tape. So Munson, I'm with you in regards to like getting everything equipped and ready, no matter what industry you are in. It is so important that you prepare and you plan in this virtual world that we are now in.
Amen.
So
Totally agree, Ty Cooper. Bow tie.
y'all I give you all my deets on lighting and all that other stuff. Hey, sharing is caring.
I love you. I love you.
Yeah, but it's time to set them goals. Don't wait till the year roll up on you and then you start thinking I'm gonna change my behavior. You better change right now. So, one movie, gonna executive produce and halfway star in one movie this year. So, 2021, I am definitely gonna rolling out films. We'll start. We will have. We'll at least get one. So I'm looking at scripts. So I am.
What about a reality show, Munson? Come on, reality show.
If I can figure out how to do one in virtual, so we got to figure out how to do the virtual reality show. So that's
Right.
good. I am all for it.
I am
all for it. I've been watching.
You gotta tape yourself almost. They're doing it though, because I've seen different shows.
It's a great
Romeo, which one did you? Which one?
It's a great late night show called 12 a.m. It's every Monday and Thursday, Tuesday and Thursday. I think Portia caught it one time. It's amazing.
It's a little racy for me. It's a little racy
some
for
ads.
What you mean by racy?
On it, and I was like,
But nah, I'm with you, Ty, man. If you're not adjusting now, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I can't bring you along. I can't teach you. Because if you go into 2021 and you still in the same spot you in, hey, that's your fault, buddy. Hey, good luck with that.
But we're going to invite you to come to Peace and Purpose, where you can actually meet and greet and see individuals who will help you organize your life. If you need to get in the cannabis space, if you want to be a beauty expert, whatever you want to do, your hobbies, your thrills, how to write a book, you will at least get a 3-day training for $19.99 because we love you. So, train your mind. This is the moment to train your mind. It is a virtual set. So if you're not training your mind, you're missing your moment. This is your moment. And today, positive idea is win. Know that there's a winner, but the attitude you need to carry all day today is win.
But like Ty said, some people holding on to it, boy. They still holding on to it. And I'm like,
I know. Yeah. Like they're opening up the AUC again. And I'm just like, Lord.
How? They shutting down.
We bring in 1,200 students on. They not opening back up until February though. But they're bringing 1,200 students on campus, and 2020 only has 500 students in our graduating class, and we need to walk. So.
Wow. Well, shout out
Calling
to
y'all
Morris
out,
Brown
AUC.
College for gaining their accreditation back. Yes.
Yes, I like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Talk about determination. I love it.
Taru said, Munson win. I'm here for it. Iris Baker said, great news. Jason Dixon said, hey, Ty. All right, Jason. She got somebody that'll knock you out. Lavelle Mayo said, good morning, Carolinas. And my Tammy is checking in. Hey, my Tammy. And Iris Baker, good to see y'all this morning.
What's up, everybody? What's up? We're
Hi, Mom.
so happy you joined us here at Rolling Out 8 a.m.
You skipped over
so
Taru's comments, Romeo.
What's up, Taru?
If you
Taru
always
got a
wear
whole
hats.
film. He produced a whole film. He got a whole documentary. So I am so proud of him. So the community is being creative in COVID. And you just got to make sure that you don't let COVID be your excuse for keeping your greatness from shining. So don't let COVID outsmart you. Outsmart COVID.
I missed it, Portia. What I miss?
He asked, did you always wear hats? Do you always wear hats?
That is my thing. Yeah, I got this LL Cool J syndrome. I always have hats. I got nice hair. But I always wear hats. Just a thing.
Don't nobody know if you got
Cool J?
hair, though. Those hats have been known. Here's a beauty fact.
Right.
Hats are known to take your hair all to weight out.
Yep.
So, but there was this cool invention, and I don't know the guy's name, but it's black on, and it's a hat that has like a satin silk
Satin lining.
inside. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
made not to do that. So,
I
shout
love
out to whoever that is. But anyways,
Yeah, and brothers walk around with bonnets on their hats, Romeo.
First of all,
Why not?
They walk around with satin bonnets, you know. They I'm telling you, everybody will change things up. We're gonna walk around.
Save them edges.
that's what. First of all, I'm a dude. I don't need to say no edges. I'm good on that
So-
part. Number two,
Oh, you got edges. You got
that's what
edges.
that's what them dudes who in trouble with their head. I ain't in trouble. I just let it grow out. Ever since COVID, when I first did that initiative, and I had a low cut. I was like, I'm just gonna let it grow out. So now it's just out. It's everywhere now. It's just out. So I'm
I
cool.
know, but you young right now, so don't let that age creep up on you, and then that hair say bye.
I thought, well, I heard that
As long as you're growing
growing.
money at the same time, so don't let it age and you be broke. See, when you aging with money, it's plenty of ball rich folk. Just don't age and be broke. See, that's when
Right?
that's when
That's
it's
the
all
worst.
wrong. You know, they don't.
That
it's
is the
somehow,
worst.
it's somehow your money and your health make you look better. See,
You
know.
sure right, Munson.
Hey, let me-
Glowing.
being overweight with too much hair, that's not good. You know,
That's not.
fellas,
it's not
let me
good.
tell y'all something. Taru, let me tell y'all something, fellas. Hey, the way the world going right now, Ty, you can buy it. If women can buy everything, you can buy hair, eyes, cheekbones, a body. You buy a whole new body.
Right.
You
No,
can.
Romeo, you're right. They have those lace fronts for guys now.
Yep.
Y'all saw
They
those.
know.
I think they originated in
They
Atlanta.
don't have them for guys. They just got lace fronts for humans. See, we're moving in this human thing, portion. It is so human. They're trying to eliminate gender completely.
That's true.
Yeah.
And they are working to eliminate gender and be human. So
Hey,
you're right. They got lace fronts for everybody.
Yeah, a lot of
non wear one. They got
non-binary.
one. You got the courage to wear one. Go for it.
yo, Munson, I saw yesterday. Me and mom went and stopped somewhere. We stopped, and she asked the lady, "Hey, where's the dressing room?" And the dressing room I've never seen this design before in my life. It wasn't a man or the woman on the door. It was a whole different design. I'm like, what kind of dressing room is
It was
this?
like unisex.
Come on, bro. Bathrooms are getting ready to go there. It is not.
Yeah.
Most people ain't sitting there, and you can know as a business person, you save the space. I'm gonna have 2 bathrooms. I ain't getting ready to worry about it. I got the thing on the wall, clean it every hour, and whoever need to go in, and they know waiting in line. And for women, sometimes it's bad because they sitting there waiting,
Right.
and it's a whole lot. And no, it's over. And
Urinals are going away.
And white privileges is having that same issue. It's really how do we recalibrate?
That's
How do we recalibrate given the fact that it is now the cover is out and nobody's going back. The genie is out of the bottle. And now we just need more of us to stay woke.
Mm-hmm.
Woke.
He's overwoke.
All right, Portia.
Yeah.
Let's
See
go,
you, Tyru.
You ready?
Yeah, ready.
Let's go. We go on Tiara's report.
All right, so I love this. George Clooney gave 14 of his closest friends $1 million each simply because he loves them. And this is the energy that I'm manifesting in my friend group. Let's just give great gifts just because. But no, seriously, shout out to George Clooney.
Time out. He
You
gave
okay?
away what? He gave away what because of what?
He gave $1 million to each of his closest friends for being such great friends.
That's what Migos tequila do for you.
Oh, Casamigos?
What's the name? Tequila.
Casamigos?
Yeah, I think that's what that'll do, you know. One caveat is, you know, we might want to send George a note, Miss Berry, and let him know HBCU, since he gave 14 to his friends, we need 14 over here. at 14 HBCUs. That would be really more cooler points for my culture and my community. So, you know, George, whenever you're ready, the HBCUs, if we need to identify 14 for you, we appreciate it. We just want to make sure that as you give it to your friends, make us your friends. Been watching your movies and didn't have a whole bunch of Black people in them. So, you know, at any moment, we'll take a little bit of that for the HBCUs. We still love you. Funny, but we want to make sure that as we're talking about gifts,
Not funny.
we got young people, you know.
D Shield said end of the year charity. Let me give all y'all a guarantee for all my friends that's watching. There will never ever be a day never that I will give y'all $1 million just because. Love y'all though.
I will if I had it. No, if I had it to give, I definitely will, Romeo. Because
friends are hard to come by.
Universal laws is that the more you give, the more you receive. You have to realize that. Like, that's real true. Like, it's a universal law.
Amen.
That's that LOVE. The portion leading with love. Go ahead, lead with love. You know,
leading with love. Yes, I mean, because once you put it out there, it has no choice but to come back to you. So he knows that.
I like that portion.
Given a lot. I guess
a little bit over there. Put some HBCUs on his radar, so he can get that Grambling gift and get that Spelman gift, and you know more.
He got a lot to give.
Yeah,
he got a lot to give.
Yeah. We'll probably put that up, Miss Barry. You know, HBCUs next, George. That sounds like a great article. HBCUs next, George.
Okay. Hashtag.
Go for it.
HBCUs next, George.
Absolutely.
Might start a thing. All right. Great stuff, Miss Barry.
All right. Next story. We have 50 Cent went on a morning show 2 days ago and said he was offered $1 million from Trump's administration to just Lil Wayne easily got paid for the Trump endorsement. There's been a lot of controversy with 50 Cent, aka Curtis Jackson, working with the Trump camp and administration, but he did go on the show and say, at first they offered him $500,000 to endorse Trump, and then that number actually went up to $1 million when he started to get like, I'm not gonna do this, and then they asked if they could give him $1 million. He still said no, and the reason why he said no was because I ain't gonna put myself in that position because I don't know what I had to do to recover from it, right? So that was his remarks on why he ended up turning down the situation. And then he said that when he posted on his Instagram that remember that video or picture of Joe Biden saying he was gonna raise taxes?
Sorry, y'all.
That he was gonna raise taxes. That he didn't know that would be a front news page story. He just thought he was posting something funny, trolling like he always does, and then it kind of went out of his control really, really fast. So I think he's just seeking redemption in his community.
I would have took it.
Go on, Romeo. You would have took it. Hey, so we talked about that. We talked about that. I guess it was yesterday, the other day. He ain't about to take that little money. Like, and it's interesting that 50 Cent thought about recovering from something, because he don't ever think about recovering from nothing. He say whatever the hell he want to say, whenever the hell he want to say it. So it's interesting that he had that mindset to say, well, I'm not saying this because I don't know how I would recover. That's just interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what he was thinking on that, but okay, that's cool.
And he does believe that Lil Wayne definitely got paid for that picture.
So is Lil Wayne going to jail? Side note, because it came out in the news that he was charged. Well, not charged, but what did it say about Lil Wayne? And he was charged with a felony, right? A gun charge. Up to 10 years. Yeah, a felony firearm. Yeah. He could face up to 10 years, and they talking about where's Trump and his people now. Can't they get him out?
Oh man.
Yeah, he's facing possession charges.
So he's going to jail
in Florida.
He's not going to jail.
Well, why do you think that, Romeo?
What me and you talked about yesterday. The community is going to fight for him. His friends are going to fight for him.
Well, we don't hope so, because he did 1-2 step.
That me and Portia were talking about it yesterday. If you think about it, they've already forgiven him. They've already forgiven him for the Trump incident. They've forgiven him. They've let it slide. Black people, me and Portia talked yesterday. Black people have this thing of caring and understanding. Well, they'll let somebody do something totally stupid and be like, "Oh, that's just Kanye. Oh, that's just Lil Wayne." And then Lil Wayne come out 2 weeks later with a song, and everybody like, "Oh, they're not mad at Lil Wayne."
That's our culture, though. I mean, we forgive quickly. We're
forgive
very emotional, and we put emotions first and not really think about the bigger picture of things. But yeah, that's us.
But you go to that other culture, like what happened to Nick Cannon. Oh, you offended us? Oh, you offended our religion? Oh, you off. That's it. We done.
They're talking about bringing him back though.
Yeah, on their terms though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
like, oh, we gonna show you this power. Cut off. There you go. Now what you gonna do?
Yeah. DC Young Fly turned down an 8-figure deal to become, I guess, the new Nick Cannon on Wild 'N Out. But DC Young Fly said that Nick Cannon has done too much for him in his career for him to turn around and do something like that back to Nick. So the only choice is to bring Nick back if he wants actual cast and family of Wild 'N Out present.
It's not. I'm with you.
But should Nick Cannon do it? So even if they bring him back with an 8-figure deal or whatnot, should he do it, y'all?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
How come not? Why wouldn't he create his own platform and his own show and all of that, and take the Wild 'N Out concept and do it on his own?
He don't got to wait. Like, come on, man. These people.
I think a lot of that is patented and trademarked, and he's up against a really big machine to try to do that on his own.
Yeah, he can come over to Rolling Out TV. Mustn't, can't he? Let's get Nick Cannon and his Wild 'N Out platform over on Rolling Out TV.
It would match. It's with entertainment, music, like that's his whole theme of it. But yeah, he should probably consider. You know how everybody is now considering an HBCU when they didn't before, and we didn't get a lot of sponsorship and credit for a lot of things that HBCUs were doing for our culture or Black education, empowerment, etc. A lot of people didn't even know our national anthem. So it's like you gotta start merging that, so I think he should definitely consider another network.
Can I ask the two of y'all this? Thank you, D Shield. That part, Romeo, he doesn't have the weight. Let me ask y'all this. And it's really real question. It's 2020. How many Black owned networks are there?
BET? Byron Allen has one.
BET isn't Black owned.
Okay, so
OWN isn't Black owned.
Rolling Out is. You can say Rolling Out.
Oh, TV One.
And Aspire.
What about Tyler Perry's, as well as Byron Allen has a whole empire?
Revolt.
Like I see. Okay, so y'all comments. I see what Ashley put. We're talking about like own the network, like how CBS and ABC like.
Right. Only one I can think of off of the back of my head is Revolt and Aspire, because Magic Johnson owns Aspire TV, but BET is owned by Viacom.
There you go. So like we don't have the. It's 2020, and we as Black people, we still don't have the weight. We have the content. We have the creative content. We just don't have the weight of a network, because if we did, I think to Ty's point, if we did, these things wouldn't even be questions on, hey, Nick Cannon can go over to so-and-so TV. It wouldn't be a question. But the fact that, he got dropped and then nobody had to wait to pick him up, no Revolt, no OWN. Like, people don't think about this. Well, maybe he didn't go over there. Nah, they reached out. It's just that somebody blocked them. I'm not gonna think for 2 seconds that somebody didn't block them. We got to get the weight up.
It's like somebody over at the network that he was previously on who was blocking it.
I think so. A lot of people on Facebook are saying, what about streaming? What about streaming networks? What are you talking about? Netflix, Disney, Hulu? We don't own that. Like who's in those? I will give Munson this
So,
point. Every time he brings up who's in those rooms, who's in those rooms? Who for wilding out, Portia, to be so successful and just stop on the dime? Who the F is in those rooms that said, "Oh, we're not gonna pick up wilding out"? Like, think about that. As powerful as that show was, nobody picked that up. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And sad.
Yeah.
And sad.
Yeah.
And sad.
Personally. Well, we're gonna hope he land real nice and secure.
He gonna be all right.
Black culture, Jesus.
One thing about Nick Cannon, he got a million jobs. He's on The Masked Singer. He all right.
Does. Yeah,
He's all right.
I agree with you.
I saw him on his Instagram working out. I guess he was doing calisthenics, but he was over there working it out. I'm like, okay, Nick Cannon.
I'm sure you got a brand with that. Stop, Romeo. Stop.
Listen. I can't picture Nick Cannon other than like drumline Nick Cannon. Like he ain't never.
He has a childish
grown
demeanor.
Yeah. He's never gonna be grown to me.
But he close to like 40. Pretty sure.
Hey man, that man.
Oh no, he 40 something. He probably 50.
Listen up, y'all. How old is Nick?
Somebody look it up.
That man pulled Mariah Carey. He get points forever on that one.
Pulled her, married her, and had children with her.
And he's a baby daddy.
Okay.
He ain't no pulling no Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey.
He's 40 exact. He turned 40 in October.
Okay.
Lies. Oh, lies. Not 40. Add 10 to that.
Look, they lie. Y'all know they be lying
Y'all
about
think
the
so?
celebrities.
No.
They be lying about their height. They be lying about their age.
Portia been checking people's age all week. I don't know what's going on. Portia been checking people's age all week.
Y'all be letting people sit up there. A lot of y'all lies. He might be 40.
If this was going on, she's snipping these lies. Ain't no need to lie.
He ain't no 33.
Right.
Hey, going back to Ty's point, hey, you're gonna be able to buy age pretty soon. It ain't even gonna be. Hey man, you can buy eyes, face, hair. You're gonna be able to buy age soon, man. It don't matter. This
what
world.
They say, fake it until you make it.
Right. Hey man.
40. All right, 40.
I mean, you 27.
Me? Yeah, I'm 27. Yeah, I'm 27.
See? Look at Ty.
Yeah.
I ain't.
Well, Ty, you look 12.
What we got?
Don't do that.
She looks super young.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate that.
Let's finish Tiara's report, y'all,
sorry,
because we got guests coming on real soon.
All right, we got one more story.
Hey, Tammy.
All right, Pfizer and BioNTech say that their final analysis shows coronavirus vaccine is 95% effective with no safety concerns. Everything is on a rush. Normally, it takes the FDA to authorize things. It could take years for the FDA to approve certain things. According to the need for a vaccine, they are expeditiously trying to get this out to people as soon as possible. The vaccine showing that it's 95% effective. They're using mRNA technology to receive the FDA authorization. It's a big deal. People are going to see, is 2021 going to be the year, early 2021 perhaps, that the vaccine ends, people get treated, people take it. Are people going to want to take the cure? It's a lot going on around it, but that is not stopping Pfizer and BioNTech from pushing it out.
Well, they can go ahead and put everything they want out because I am not for it. Just like with the flu shot. When you get that flu shot, you get the flu. They're giving you the flu. So I'm just gonna take this organic these juices and berries that God put on this earth. And I'm going to continue to drink my tea. And I'm going to continue to do everything I possibly can organically and naturally. I don't know about you, Portia, but I'm like,
I'm not taking that damn vaccine, y'all. I'm not standing in line for that. And I'm with you. I'm going to do my teas. I'm going to do my elderberries. I'm going to do my sea moss. I'm going to do everything that God put on this earth to make sure that we can remedy ourselves. So
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's too soon to get something rushed like this for the entire world. Like, that's a big deal. We're talking about billions of people that we would have to see if this works. But at the same time, I remember having to get shots to go to school. Like, I couldn't go to public school without certain shots, and they would not let me like come without that proof. So
right.
That was stupid.
You can sign a form.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a waiver. We got our guests here, y'all. Hey, Don and Shay, welcome. You
Good
guys
morning.
have a special guest for us today as well.
Happy hump day.
Happy hump day. What's
Happy
going on
hump
over
day.
there in Minnesota?
In the background.
Is it cold up there?
It's not too bad. It's going to be 52 today. So,
Hold up, Shay. Is your tree
Y'all
up?
warmer than us.
yes, Romeo, I have teenagers. You should see the whole house. It's half Thanksgiving, half Christmas.
Romeo, you
Like-
can't check out my set. Like, I'm checking out her tree, and I'm like, we got trees too. Yeah, like, I'm already there with you, Shay. Like,
My 15-year-old says we got two things to look forward to, Mom. Thanksgiving, Christmas, we're rolling it into one. So I said, do your thing. So we've got everything everywhere.
Oh, Lord.
Tis the season.
Love
So
it.
give thanks and Merry Christmas,
Tis
Happy
the
Hanukkah,
season.
Happy Kwanzaa early.
yes.
Oh,
Happy
man.
Kwanzaa, y'all.
Yes, Happy
So
Kwanzaa.
who do we have today, guys?
We have the youngest president of the Minnesota NAACP with us, Ms. Leslie Redmond. Good morning.
Wow.
Grace and peace, everyone. Grace and peace. Thanks so much for having me today.
She started off all nice and calm.
Great.
You on the
Can you hear
AM
me?
Portia, Ty, Tiara, Shay, and Don. If you don't wake up, what's going on?
Not everyone's a morning person like us, you know.
Can you all hear me?
Don's
I'm
not a morning
not a morning
Yes.
person. I'm not a morning person.
Me
We're
either.
just
I'm
not-
so
not
not
even
a
a little
morning
bit.
person. I'm so faking it until I make it.
Well, I don't. Now here's the deal. I don't fake anything. We
All
just
right.
we just show up and
Right.
we're present to the best of our ability. So no one would ever know that you fake anything, my dear. Look at you.
Well, I'm
Okay.
telling y'all
You look
now,
great.
I'm faking this morning.
Are you still sleeping your head tight? She's like,
I'm still in this bed, y'all. It's cold. Like, I don't know about y'all, but hey, I just keep it real. All right, there's
Yeah.
Leslie and her beautiful smile.
Yes.
Peace, Grace, and peace. everyone.
All right. All
it's
set.
time to-
Yeah.
All set and
Yeah.
ready to go, Miss Leslie.
Can you all hear me or no?
Yeah.
No, we
Yes,
can hear
now
you.
we can. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right,
Yeah.
Leslie. We're gonna jump right into it,
Yeah,
girl.
we're gonna dive right in, Leslie, this morning.
Okay, because that's all you've been doing all of 2020 is diving right in.
Right.
Okay, ready?
Just so people know, I'm no longer the president of the Minneapolis NAACP. I actually just transitioned, but I am a lifetime member and still very involved. And I'm also the founder and CEO of Don't Complain, Activate. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, we got your bio, Leslie. We know.
We're getting to it. We're getting to it. So we just want to jump right in, Leslie, and ask you, how would you describe your leadership in the midst of the 2020, racial revolution right now here in Minnesota and around the country?
So I always consider myself a servant leader, right? I'm here to serve and build up God's kingdom in whatever capacity he sees fit. During the global uprising and global pandemic, I think that I was uniquely positioned to be able to uplift some of the voices that have been silenced, right? Not that they need me to be their voice, but just to provide platforms and opportunity and uplift narratives and stories. So some of you may have seen the interview that ended up on CNN and all over with me and Tamika D. Mallory. And one of the things I talked about was that it wasn't the young people who were burning the buildings. And again, I would say, listen to Black women, because now the reports and the studies have come out showing that it was white people traveling to Minnesota from other places. But there was an intentional effort to try to demonize young Black children. And we've seen this historically when we call them, super predators and a whole bunch of names. And traditionally, right, and even the Hillary Clintons and the Joe Bidens of the world will say, well, the Black elite said it was okay. Well, I never in life want to be put on history saying that I was a part of any kind of elite people that threw my people to the wolves. And so for me, it's always about uplifting us, being on the front line. I get tear gas with the young people. I'm constantly there on the front line when I can be, trying to help calm the positions, but then also being able to be at meetings with the police chief and talk to the attorney general and make sure that we get justice for brother George Floyd. And you all probably saw I even went to Louisville, Kentucky for Breonna Taylor and got arrested. And, just being willing to put my life and any privilege that I've been given on the line, because this time calls for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is awesome. Can you tell us right now what is different in the movement compared to how it was in the 60s? What is so different about right now and how you're showing up?
So one of the best things I think is that Black women are being given their flowers, right? And I would think social media, I would think just Black men for actually some solid Black brothers that we have. I know a lot of them get a lot of slack, which some of them deserve, but a lot of them are really standing up in a major way. I actually have a series called Kings and Queens that I do live on my Instagram at Leslie E. Redmond, Mondays at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And this past Monday, I had my son, the general, on, right? And we kind of talked about this, how there have always been Tamika D. Mallory's, there's always been Leslie E. Redmond, there's always been Stacey Abrams, and so many Black women like the Ella Bakers of the world, like the Daisy Bates of the world, like the Ida B. Wells, the Fannie Lou Hamer. It's always been Black women really being a centerpiece of this movement. However, they traditionally, how we talk about history being whitewashed is also man-washed, right? And we don't often talk about that. And so Black women are really being given an opportunity to just be great and to get the acknowledgement that we so rightfully deserve. And I also think you see just communities coming together like never before, and this community of activism being way more diverse, where you see a lot of white people on the front lines as well.
Right. With that being said, go into your new business that you're doing. Don't Complain, Activate Movement.
Okay, I'm so sad I don't have any gear right now. I need to send you on this phone and activate a box. I would love to give you all a box for the work that you all are doing. So Don't Complain, Activate. I created it in 2016, actually shortly after I arrived back from my first international trip to India, the land of Gandhi. And it was also when President Trump was getting sworn in. And so I created it during President's Day because I knew people were going to be discouraged, feeling defeated. And I recognized that there were so many lights in the community. There were so many people who were just a true Don't Complain, Activate, right? And so the idea is that you don't have to be President Barack Obama or Beyonce in order to activate your community, right? You could be a mom or a dad. That's one of the greatest forms of activation. You could be a teacher. You could be an artist. You could be an entrepreneur. You could be an attorney, an activist as myself. There are so many forms of activation. We just need to pick one. And Dr. Betty Shabazz, the wife of Malcolm X, she once said, find the good and praise it. And that's exactly what Don't Complain, Activate does. At the end of the month, we'll be launching our clothing line actually next week, November the 24th. It'll be available on leslieredmond.com. I'm really excited about that. We have Don't Complain, Activate hats, shirts. You all have probably seen it because I've been all on the news all summer with my Don't Complain, Activate gear on. And I left my hat in the airport, or I would have it on right now. But I'm really excited about Don't Complain, Activate. We're going to have a very unique pricing system where we are making sure that the community can be able to afford it. It's just going to be really amazing. I'm excited to share Don't Complain, Activate with the world.
Break down for me, because I missed it. What is Don't Complain, Activate?
So why that term?
Yep. So Don't Complain Activate is a brand that believes that you don't have to be President Barack Obama or Beyonce Knowles Carter in order to activate your community, right? That you could be a mom or a dad, that you could be an artist, that you could be a teacher, that you could be an entrepreneur. We believe that there's a leader inside each of every one of us, that there's a light that shines bright inside each of every one of us. And so Don't Complain Activate shines light on those lights that exist in the community.
So what type of platform, Leslie, is it? How are you? Is it podcasts? Are you?
So we have the clothing line launching on November the 24th, right? That's one aspect of it. The Queens and Kings series that I mentioned to you all, that's done under the Don't Complain Activate brand. And we do have a podcast coming out for Don't Complain Activate as well. And then there are 3 C's of activation, which I do many speaking engagements around Don't Complain Activate. And I'm actually working on a book called Don't Complain Activate as well. And the 3 C's of activation are communication, collaboration, and compassion. And that's actually really led my leadership in the NAACP and really leads in a lot of different ways. People are constantly quoting those 3 C's: communication, collaboration, and compassion. Those are the 3 C's of activation.
How can other people get involved in your program?
So one great way is to make sure you purchase merchandise at the end of the month. I'm actually doing a GoFundMe right now that people can check out on my page. The GoFundMe is available. And what I'm doing is, in addition to people being able to purchase the merchandise, I want to be able to provide 220 Black Minnesotans and 40 allies. When I say allies, people automatically think of white people, but not just white people, Native people, Latina people, all different types of people, with activator boxes that would include some activation gear in it. And the idea is that sometimes we position people as there only being one leader, right? Especially in a place like Minnesota where there aren't as many Black people, but I see so many people who are leading and who are lights in the community. And so I want to give 220 Black people with activator boxes and 40 allies with activator boxes. So people should go donate, but also, just become a part of the movement. And I think there's so many people who are like living Don't Complain Activate out, right? I get ads all the time on social media saying, like Leslie Redmond says, don't complain, activate, because it's not just a hashtag, it's not just a motto, it's a lifestyle.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. You mentioned, I'm sorry, Tiara, go ahead.
You're okay. No,
so Don't Complain, activate. What as far as the shining a light on the communities, what would you say are the top 3 things like in communities that need to be activated like immediately?
That's a good question.
I think there's a lot of things that need to be activated. I can say from my personal perspective, some of the priority areas that I have. One is education, right? I believe that education really is going to be at the foundation of Black liberation, and everything that I do is around Black liberation. And so that ties into Don't Complain, Activate. So for instance, some of the people that will be highlighting are people that sit on the school board, people who are education advocates. I think education is very vital. And I'm not just talking about the education system, but education holistically. Also the criminal justice system, right? We know that there's modern day enslavement going on right now with our brothers and sisters being incarcerated. We'll be highlighting people who have been able to successfully reintegrate into society, like my brother Kevin Reese and Eli Darris, and so many dope people who are out in the community activating in a major way and who are not letting their circumstances get the best of them, but they're getting the best of their circumstances. And then, as I said earlier, I love the Lord. I build and work with a lot of different religious denominations, from Christian and Muslim and a number of different categories. Obviously, I think that that's a great form of activation as well. And so we'll be highlighting different pastors and faith leaders as well. So I hope that answers your question.
Well, I just have one quick question. So I love the term Don't Complain, Activate. And I saw that a lot of people across the country got activated when it came to this election and getting out to vote. And in Georgia, we're looking at voting again for the Senate and what it means to take over the Senate. And we're educating ourselves past the initiative of voting. How do you want to tell people to remain activated? Because we know what we have to focus on, but like, what are the steps and guidance that you could give for those of us who want to do more than vote? But we like we see voting as just the start. We see putting President-elect Biden and VP Kamala Harris as just a start. What do you want to do to continue to energize our community to stay abreast on what's going on in politics?
Yeah, so one, I just want to say voting is one of our greatest forms of currency, and voting is very important, not just in a presidential election, but in a local election. And then thinking about once we get people elected, how do we hold them accountable, right? We just had a lot of people elected. We have commissioners elected. We have school board members. I would urge people to start going to those meetings, right? Going to the Capitol, getting engaged, getting involved. Right now, we know COVID-19 is going on, which is actually a benefit because most things are happening electronically. So you don't even have to go out of your house to be able to stay informed and to make comments and to really get engaged in policy. I would say even just reaching out to your representative or finding out, right? That might be the first step for some people, finding out who your representative is and finding out what exactly it is that they do, because we're not being taught that in the school. I always say too, activation starts within your own house right now. I think Black families are being given a unique opportunity to actually educate their own children. And that is one of the greatest things we can do because, you know, Malcolm X said, only a fool will allow their enemy to educate their children. And so I'm really excited for this moment of Black people to be able to take education back into our own hands. Quick shout out to my bro, my son, the general that I mentioned earlier. He actually wrote a children's book, but I think it could be good for anyone. It's called I Know My Rights, right? And it focuses in on the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments. And it's very important for us to know our rights. And then the next step is how do we actually enforce those rights and making sure that we're able to live them out, right? So I would say really get involved in local politics. A lot of attention gets focused on national politics, but local is really where the change happens. And also I have to say, like, get involved in your local NAACP, connect with your local ACU. I would really encourage young people. This is a great time to get involved in the NAACP, which we know is historically an older organization. People like myself, people like my brother James Woodall in Georgia, people like my sister Danielle in Ohio. Young people really are taking our rightful place in history. And shout out to my sis Angela Rose Meyer, who is the new president for the Minneapolis chapter. Definitely get involved in those local chapters.
And Leslie, I want to know what advice did you give your predecessor as you moved out of the position of the president of the Minneapolis NAACP?
Yes, well, I love Angela, and she served under me, and I recruited her in, and I'm very confident in her. One of the things that I often tell her is, you know, one, always stay humble. Do not get too excited because of people applause, and do not retreat because of people criticism and boos, right? Like, you can't rise because of one and you can't fall because of the other one, right? You have to make sure that you have a moral compass. You know, my chief person that I consult with is God before I make any decisions. And obviously research and logic and elders are very important. You know, I talk to Professor Okati, Dr. Josie Johnson on a regular. I talk to people like Ms. Doris Christopher and build with people like Reverend Belton and also my pastor, obviously Bishop Howell, and just unity in the community, but having a vision for the community is, I think, very important. But then also recognizing the flexibility of it. So many things that change. We don't have a blueprint, right? Like, I didn't know a global pandemic was going to come or a global uprising, and nevertheless, the same back to back in a place where we already have some of the worst racial disparities. So you have to really be ready for anything. And so I think she'll do a great job. But yeah, that's one of the things I say is you can't get excited or upset either way too much.
Mm-hmm. So Leslie, as we sift through the last of 2020, moving into 2021, we have a new elect president and vice president. How do you foresee Don't Complain, Activate movement helping us transition into that?
Definitely. You know, one of the things, I did a lot of voter activation, and I've been doing that heavily probably since 2012 when President Barack Obama ran for re-election. I'm really big on people knowing their rights and being engaged. And one of the things that I saw when I was on the field is that our people are just not being engaged in a real meaningful way, right? And so with Don't Complain, Activate, I really want us to get engaged in a real meaningful way and help to educate the masses and helping them to figure out where their place and positioning is, and recognize that if we're not at the table, we really are on the menu, right? And so that means, again, figuring out who your representative is, who even the people are that are running for office. Shout out to Anika Roberts and Black Votes Matter, because they did a great job creating a guide, and I actually passed that guide out. And a number of young people hit me up like, thanks so much for that guide, because I didn't even know. How many of us have been in the booth voting and didn't even know like who the judge was that was running, who the commissioner was that running? Like a lot of the time we get blindsided. And so for me, I would like to help our community proactively be engaged for some of those things, and not just those things, but policy. I'm often pulled on to give testimony and different things like that at the Capitol and at city council and the school board. But I want to see more people who have really been impacted by these systems be able to be their own voice. And so I really plan on helping to elevate and uplift some of those voices and just take it to the next level. So you should be on the watch for that, because I have some ideas.
Love it.
Love it.
Oh, that's what's up. I like that. You got me thinking a little bit.
Thank you, brother.
I can tell, Romeo, you're thinking.
Nah, it's joking. Nah, I
Well,
appreciate
listen, you make sure you follow me on social media. My social media is Leslie E. And let's tap in. I'm sorry, were you saying something?
I think it cut out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Say it again, Leslie.
Can you all hear me?
Now we can.
I was just saying, follow me on my social media, Leslie E. Redmond, on all platforms. Instagram is the one I'm probably most active on. But let's stay connected. And if you all haven't already, please go donate to the GoFundMe, or you can send a Venmo to Don't Complain Activate.
Well, thank you so much. We're so excited for your new venture and your new business rolling into 2021.
Chaz, is it frozen?
Shay. Oh, we lost her.
I think it's a delay, Shay.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry, Shay.
It's okay. What were you saying? I think there's a delay.
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was just saying thank you so much. We're excited to hear and learn more about your new business and moving into 2021. Thanks for joining us this morning with Rolling Out and Let Go, Let Flow with Don and Shay. And as always, inhale the positive, exhale the negative, and lead with love. Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you. Good to see y'all.
Great to see you.
We got a special treat next week, so be ready.
Ooh.
I hope
I'll be there.
I get treat. I just joking.
Might be alone. All right, y'all have a great day. Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Peace, ladies. Thank you so
Peace.
much for stopping
Thanks.
by.
Okay.
See y'all next week.
I like that headband portion. Did you just put that on? You didn't. Do you have that on?
It was sitting here on my desk, and I said,
I was
"Damn,
about
forgot
to
put
say,
my
you
headband
tricking
on,"
me.
and I just put it on.
How about to have a girl moment? Y'all having a girl
But I
moment?
had it on all week, though. I've been wearing it all week. It's my favorite. I
really
get my
cute.
favorite piece of accessory, and I wear it out. This is my favorite right now.
It's really cute.
Romeo, you know about favorite pieces of accessories. Don't do that.
First of
Call
all,
Taru.
I keep telling y'all I'm a guy. Keep telling y'all I'm a guy. I'm not about to notice no nails, no toes, no nothing. Black history.
Guys do recognize that. Don't do that.
Guys do recognize. Don't do that. Certain
Yeah.
guys who care.
There you go. Certain guys. All right, what's on Black History, Jewel? Ashley.
Speaking of Black women, today was the day back in 1787 that abolitionist and orator Sojourner Truth was born. My girl Sojourner went to Akron, Ohio, and said, "Ain't I a woman?" Period.
What she say?
I don't know if she put the "Ain't I a woman?" Period.
I don't think she put the
Period.
period.
You don't think the period part came?
No, it was there in spirit.
It was there. I believe you. I'm with you.
But yeah, shout out to Sojourner Truth.
You know what? You just gave me an idea, TR. I'm gonna try it today, man. I'm gonna take Black historians and I'm gonna create memes with words of today.
I got one to send you. I saw somebody mocking Maya Angelou on Twitter.
What did it say?
It was like her voice, but somebody was like acting like that was her voice. It was her talking, but it was somebody else's voice coming up.
Oh.
And it was hilarious. I'll try to find it. But yeah, shout out to all the ancestors and women on the front lines, Ida B. Wells, Sojourner Truths, and everybody.
What we doing for birthdays, y'all? Happy birthday.
Black women are strong. Man.
Ain't I a woman, period. Happy birthday, Jay, who many may not know that she is the older sister of Janae Aiko. Allison Felix, 35. She has some really good songs. Mike Epps, who is 50 today. Fabulous, who's 43. David Ortiz, who is 45. And Mike Jones, 39.
Okay, so
what you saying, Ty?
Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they go all on me. Wasn't that Mike Jones?
Mike Jones.
Wasn't that Mike Jones?
Oh wait.
Or am I that wasn't him? Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. That's what I thought.
I think he might have been on the song.
Now
I
I'm
think he was
hot,
on
they
that
all
song.
on me.
Well,
I know that's Mike Jones.
I'm telling y'all.
Yep, still tipping. Yep.
It is.
Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. I can't believe y'all didn't know that. They didn't bump that down in Atlanta.
I'm saying though, Mike Jones. I'm like
Mike Jones.
Every now and then, y'all gotta watch Portia. Portia would slip up and let her ratchetness come out. She tell on herself.
So they bumped that song in Detroit. I can't believe they didn't bump it in Atlanta like that. Like it was every other song on the radio. Back then they didn't want me. Now
that song is hot.
All on me.
Yeah, still tipping. Still tipping.
Okay. Y'all act like y'all know. I'm like, do I have
Paul
the
Wall.
artist?
I remember Paul Wall from that song more than I remember Mike Jones, I think. I remember Paul Wall.
Y'all two act like y'all don't know. I'm not gonna believe that Ty from Florida did Uncle Luke a couple of times. I ain't gonna believe Portia and her Detroit having self didn't get out there and see walk or whatever they do up there. Y'all thugs underneath. I noticed for a fact.
Ain't nobody walking in Detroit.
About twerking.
It's called jitting. It's called jitting. And we gonna get into this birthday song for everybody right now.
We got balloons, yeah. The cake is on the way. We got the music playing, cause it's your holiday. We invited family and everybody came. Strike a pose for me like you in a picture frame. You got your finest clothes on and $1 million smile. So we gon' celebrate you for a while. And don't forget we got the candles when you away. Don't forget we got the candles. Happy birthday, gonna celebrate you for a while. Candles, blowing you away. Wait. Candles. Happy birthday, happy girl. So if you're proud to make another year, then put your hands up.
Wave them in the air.
So when Munson come on now, his little cartoon come on there and start singing.
I'm sorry. Look at it. You saw it. You saw it, TR. You saw it.
Gabby, go it. Okay, let's do the social report, y'all.
Don't act.
Oh, but wait a minute. I wanted to touch on Mila J. Her name is Mila J. She's beautiful. That was my first time ever seeing her.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's been an artist for a really long time. Yep, she's Janae Aiko's older sister. They have some songs together.
What kind of artist is she?
She's R&B? She's R&B. She's R&B. She's a little bit more I guess a little bit more, I guess, seductive in her songs than Janae Aiko. You know, Janae Aiko, she's kind of like more free and light, and then Mila's a little bit more edgy.
Sexual?
Interesting.
Sensual.
I'm gonna have to check her out. You know what? 2020 has really pushed me out of my comfort zone, especially in terms of music. Because I'm just so used to going to my playlist, going to the artists that I'm used to and listening to those. But I welcome people to give me suggestions on some really dope music, especially since my album coming out. When, Romeo? EP dropping.
The 21st, right? Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I got a special announcement about that today in my report. So just hold on one second.
Oh, Lord, please don't put my face on nothing else.
We get into the social report. Wherever Ashley want to go, I'll go with it because Ashley said so. Even though Ashley don't go nowhere, where Ashley be going? So James Harden said that he wants out of Houston due to the owners' Trump support. Apparently, what's going on right now in Houston is the fact that a lot of the players, a lot of the staff found out that the owner has been funding Trump during the time that they were in the bubble. So when they got out, not only did Russell Westbrook, but Russell Westbrook, not only did he want to leave and he's on his way out to another team, James Harden said he wants out too. And a lot of the players are revolting, like a real revolt against their owners supporting Donald Trump. Now, me personally, that's that man's personal opinion. Like, however, what do you guys think?
I think that it's good that he's taking a stand and doing something that he wants to do, but at the same time, it's like there is a certain amount of privilege that comes with being able to do those things. Like he knows that he's James Harden and he can move, but that's not everybody's circumstance. So it's kind of like it's a hard situation for the everyday person to kind of work for a boss or a company that endorses Trump or sends money to organizations that advocate for Trump's policies. So I do think that James Harden has a certain privilege to be able to do that, but it's his personal choice, and shout out to him for taking it.
I think that was very well said, but I have nothing to give.
I don't know. I just want to push ownership again. I just think that we should be owning our own stuff, and so if we were part of the ownership conversation, if we were part of the ownership equation, this wouldn't even be an issue. Like we get all of our athletes, and they go play for these other teams. And then when we don't like what they're doing, we really don't have any recourse but to quit or to go to another team that's owned by someone. So I'm into ownership. I think Ice Cube was on the right track when he was doing his league.
Yeah, 3 for 3.
Big three. Yeah, big 3 league. But I just think we need to push for ownership.
But you know what, Portia? Before I move on, that's actually a great idea. Here's the problem. By the time your son in high school, these black athletes are already bought and paid for and sold in high school. Oh, they already think about it. They've already signed their college agreement, their shoe deal, their who they might go for. They already bought and sold in high school. They don't realize that until they actually make it to the NBA, NFL. These black athletes, like, well, damn, if I was worth this much in high school, what the fuck am I getting paid this much for? Right?
Yeah. So, I think the conversation needs to start then, though, right? So with the Mikeys going to the HBCUs, it was another really big high school kid that's going to an HBCU.
Deion Sanders' son chose to go to Jackson. Is it Jackson State? That's where Deion is coaching?
Well, that's where his daddy is coaching at. So I think the conversation needs to start there. And we just need to inject the ownership conversation very, very early on. And even Yeah, it might be too late for my babies, but if that conversation starts the ball rolling, then the next generation may be on that ownership tip. And we won't have to have these conversations about the owner of my team is supporting Trump. And I'm making money for him, and he's giving that money to Trump.
Right.
Next up on the social report, wherever Ashley go, because this was important to me, doggone it. All right, so I know a lot of y'all don't watch Disney and into those type of shows, but this is important. So The Mandalorian, which is a great show on Disney, is trying to fire Gina Carano after she tweeted a statement mocking the Democrats about masks. This is what the tweet was, right? The tweet literally said, Democratic government leaders now recommend that we wear a mask. We might as well start wearing blindfolds along with these masks so that we don't see what's really going on. Once she tweeted out her opinion, the fans of the show, people that follow her on Instagram attacked her for not being a part of the mask mandate that's going on and not supporting it. Now, I watched this show. I think she's a great actress. I'm still at the point where I'm like, it's her opinion. Like, I get it. She's on a good, and this is a major show. She's on it. She don't believe in masks. I'm not finna attack this woman because of that. And I think me and Portia was talking about this like on Monday or Friday, or even with the Eva situation. Hey man, y'all gotta relax. It's an opinion.
I feel like Eva's situation is different though, because Eva was resentful, and I don't think Eva consciously knew what she was saying. This girl is telling people don't wear no mask.
You say she was remorseful, but Romeo,
right.
I was with you on the Eva thing, right? Because she made a mistake. This girl right here, I can't roll with you on that. Yeah, it is her opinion, but it's a stupid opinion. She needs to sit down. She needs to wear a mask. So.
Yeah, it's a worthless opinion. And then when you say something like that, we only associate it with everything that Trump has been doing. Right. So it's kind of just like.
Should she be fired, Ty?
Yo.
Oh, Ty. Damn.
I think that's the weird thing about social media though.
Maybe it's harsh because it is her opinion. But I think she should have kept it to herself if that's how you really feel. Because I mean,
hey, you on the public platform now. Everybody know that you associate yourself with Trump. Now we can associate you, perhaps, as being racist because that's automatically where that goes to.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just think it's sad how like wearing a mask is a political statement. Whether you wear it or don't wear it, that's such a political statement. It's like just wear the mask.
I'm glad y'all don't own the network. Next, I'm glad Ty don't own the network because everybody be getting fired. Next up, where you at, Ashley? All right, hey brother, I'm trying to be your friend. I have never had somebody that I have put on my top 5 list of trying to become. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos said he will give $791 million in grants as a part of Bezos' Earth Fund to 16 organizations that are working to protect the environment. This man will fund part of his CEO's $10 billion pledge to support scientists, activists, NGOs, and organizations working to protect the environment. I've spent the past several months learning from a group of incredible smart people who have made their life's work to fight climate change and impact in communities around the world, and he's donating $791 million. Let me tell you something. Hey,
that's
man,
a drop in a bucket for him.
Hey man, right? I'm like, hey man, look, brother.
Anybody
that
can we form to get some of that money, y'all?
We gotta put it towards the earth.
Man.
We do, but we need to develop rolling out for the environment. Companies, so we get at least 5 million. We just want 5 million, y'all.
Yeah, we can go for 1 if that's the case. Just one.
I mean, he's giving away 791 million.
Hey, man.
Rolling out organization for climate change control.
But
I don't
you
know.
know
Let's
what?
do it.
That kind of bothered me a little bit just because when I think about it, I'm like, okay, Amazon, $791 million that he is giving back to earth, water, sewer, things that are associated to that. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, it has to be a strategic move behind why he's doing
Come on, Ty. Come on, Ty.
I'm like, okay, what is Amazon doing wrong that he is trying to kind of like mask? Either because I think about it, y'all. I know I get at least 1 to 2 boxes at my door every day. And it's like, okay, if you think about all the boxes and packagings and something like I feel like there's some type of pollution or something associated to like what he's trying to do. Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you, in the corporate world, I know for sure companies get a lot of money just for giving back to recycle and do things like that. So it's almost like, yeah, it is visually seen as, oh, $791 million that he's given. But I know for sure, I'm not going to call out the company.
Come on, Ty.
But I know for sure, because I've seen the check, that it was millions of dollars that this Fortune 50 company got just for recycling. So it's kind of just like, I don't know. Can you like right now we're in the middle of a pandemic. Right now we're in the middle of civil unrest still. Right now we got so much other things, many things that are going on, and you gonna take $791 million. Jesus, some folks ain't even got $791
in their account right now.
Sorry, y'all. I had to break that down. I'm like, wait a minute, $791 million.
To me, my fear, and even when we talk about when like Donald Trump got into office, we knew that it was almost impossible for Donald Trump to ascend to the levels that he got to without the type of money, either whether it being corrupt or not, that he used to get to that point. So we're thinking about how powerful somebody like Jeff Bezos is.
Hey man, look.
He's like basically saying, I'm about to put $1 billion into the environment today. I mean, he can say he owned the land now. Like he can say this or that. Amazon is coming out with a pharmacy, so you don't know what they're gonna do when it comes to like the COVID vaccination and how they're gonna get involved in that work. It's almost like, and I don't want to be like a conspiracy theorist, but how powerful are we making Jeff Bezos here?
First of all, I'm
right. Does he have a God complex? Because that's what it sounds like. I'm God. I'm gonna go ahead and inject this money into the community. I'm gonna get a big fat write-off, but I'm also going to be perceived for doing something good for the environment.
Even if you take away the right, this is why I love Ty. Ty is absolutely right. Don't think for 1 second that this man putting 791 million in the environment and something ain't about to change or move. Hey, I tell people all the time, and people laugh at me, hey, when white people move in Wall Street, you better move with them because they damn sure know something we don't. And he knows something. That's a lot.
Why 791? Like, why not?
It might have been
800 million.
It was probably a tax write-off that he needed to write off to be able to do whatever. It was probably that exact amount, 791, to where he could keep the money or something like that. I don't know.
Hey, him, I follow that man. Him, anytime he makes a financial move, I'm telling all my black people, hey, y'all better follow that man. It ain't just because, like Ty said, it's something behind it. Something behind it.
I wonder what his goals look like when he was sitting at that desk with that little cardboard sign over his garage that say Amazon. What y'all think his goals look like back then? That was 90.
He had big goals. Yeah, big goals.
You know what's crazy?
I just wonder what they look like. I'm gonna have to read his biography.
You know what's crazy, Portia? There's only 3 companies, well, 3 people in America that have reoccurring growth in money every week. Bezos, the dude from Apple, and the dude that owns the paper products for like Sherman towels, towel person. They're the only three people that have billion-dollar growth weekly. That's crazy.
Yeah, Bezos is
Like-
worth almost. Reports say that he could be the first trillionaire.
What you talking about? The lady, his ex-wife got divorced and became a billionaire. Who the hell?
Oh,
I would have took that.
Billionaire?
I would have
And
took
she
that.
donated. And she donated some of that money to HBCUs
to
and
the HBCUs.
Shout out to her.
That.
What you say, Portia?
I would have took that. Yeah, I would. How many years she had been? She like good. Go on and be with your little young mini me looking like. Give me these millions. I'm good.
Look at Portia. Yeah, you right. It ain't working out, Bezos. You right. I'll leave.
I'm good because once they get up there to that level, they have some weird hobbies. They have like weird things. You know what I'm saying? Like they're eccentric, and so they don't get off on regular things. So they got weird hobbies, weird things that they like to do. And so she probably was like, "I'm sick of this SH-ish. Go on and get that little young girl to look like me. I'm good." Because that little young girl did look like her.
First of all, she said what she said was
she didn't look like her.
No, when he said I can only give you 127 billion in this divorce, you know what? I'll pack my own stuff. Look at Ty. I'll pack my own stuff if that's the case. Give my check.
Right. All right. I don't have any complaints. I'm good. All right. It was nice. Thank you.
Right.
Right.
You want me to sign this disclosure? I'll sign this. Man, she walked away.
Whatever you want. I'm not talking to the public. I'm not saying nothing. I'm going to just go ahead and take these little billions. And I'm good.
I'm going to go make my own world.
What's that?
I'm blaming her. She ain't got to do nothing. Do they have kids?
No.
They do have kids. I think they do, but they're grown. No, kids.
No, he has kids. She didn't have no kids. That was his kids before. I'm even so
you
curious
sure?
about yes.
Let me see.
That's a big chick. I don't know.
Mackenzie. They have one son together.
She walked in and walked out, Ty, like, all right.
Their son is 20.
Oh, he don't count.
He grown.
He a billionaire. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, son, don't talk to your mama. I'm gonna give you 30 billion. All right, pops.
You can't buy love. Don't do that. You can't buy love.
That's not what Anna Nicole said. I'm just saying.
Ty, you so cute. You can't buy love. Okay.
You would stop talking to your mother for $30 billion?
Wait, you said billion?
You said billion? You said 30 billion?
No, I don't have to physically talk to her.
You would stop.
Her. Like we can email. I make sure she got any and everything she needs. Like I can talk to her on the radio, on the walkie-talkie. Like I find ways around it.
Ty.
Yeah.
Ty?
Yeah.
Let's get a Ty. Tiara. If this man offered you $30 billion and said, I want you to be with me and I don't want you to talk to your family.
No.
Okay, good luck. Okay, you.
No.
All right.
You want to know why, though? You want to know why? Because even if you had 30 billion, nobody want to be on private jets and all that by themselves.
I have
nobody said you have to be, though. Like
y'all
my whole
me, I have a strategy. I'll take that money. Huh? I'll be like, okay, year two, divorce planning. I'm finna plant these holes in his life. I'm finna get this all set up. Oh no, it's gonna be distracted. It's money coming. I'm not turning down no check. I'll be like, oh Jesus. Y'all, listen, 1 year, I ain't gonna be able to talk to y'all. Next year is gone. Yeah, plant holes. I'm finna plant some holes. I'm finna get a whole Playboy Bunny mansion behind me, baby.
Down. He gonna be distracted.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sure. But listen, isn't that what Janet Jackson did though? While y'all playing, ain't that what she did? Don't play. And it was like, I'm going to go and get this whole baby. I'm going to go ahead and marry this billionaire for a year. After I get my whole baby and this year is done, I'm good.
So okay,
like,
so I get it if it's like a temporary thing. But you would do that for the rest of your life?
No.
Portia, would you do that with your kids? Would you do that with your kids?
Listen, y'all.
How would you feel if like your son did that to you too?
Listen, y'all.
Go ahead, Portia. Go ahead.
Whole daddy side of their family over there. I'm text, I'm emailing. We got secret accounts. Like, I don't have to physically talk to them on the phone. Listen,
but what if there's no connection? What if there's no connection?
Tiara,
I don't see.
Ain't damn one of us about to give up no 30 billion.
Yeah, you might as well go on, Tiara. Now, if it was for the rest of my life, yeah, no, I'll have a strategy.
we gonna figure that thing out. We're resourceful.
Hey, Brent said, see what you started. Hey, Brent, I ain't started this. Tiara over here trying to nationalize $30 billion. Like,
no, I'm just thinking about moral compass and getting to the end of your life, and it's like, dang, like,
girl, gonna be 21 and have you some fun. Listen, one of my biggest regrets from college was that I didn't have enough fun. So
oh my
go
God.
and have you some damn fun. Go on and live life for real. Like I told that to my sister. She ain't listening. She went and, worked for a company for 10 years and now she's miserable. But listen, go live your life. Go have some fun. Take that $30 million, live from it, experience some shit, and then come back and be like, you know what? I thought about it. I don't want to do this no more. But you got the money now, so you can go do whatever you want to do. Go live life.
But you know what, Portia? You made a good point because it is a life and we do have choices. So they can never, ever, ever say, oh, I'm going to give you this. And for the rest of your life, you cannot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
Your parents or your family, like that can never happen, right? So people always have a choice. God always gives us a choice, and that choice will be a strategic choice.
Listen, kids got a whole daddy side of their family. Kids got mama make sure they eat. Like kids got a whole. We're gonna figure that thing out.
Oh, this is a whole segment on this.
I'm sorry. I know we got to move on, but have y'all noticed that black people are structured around building a family? I don't know if it's like a generational thing. We're structured on building a family. White people are structured around building a wealth and then building a family. Like if you notice, to them it's always before I do this, I'm gonna take 5 years to build this, blah, blah, blah. Where we're talking about, holding the family close, keeping them tight. Like if you look at it like that, man.
But you have a different, it just depends on your moral compass and what matters to you in life. So if you think about what has gotten passed down for generations and generations, when you think about slavery and what kept Black people together mentally, it was the togetherness. It was the Negro spirituals. It was the community. It was, even if you think about the church, your church family, really, like sister so-and-so, pastor so-and-so, they do become your family. And I think that's different in a lot of different cultures. It's different in certain Asian cultures. They see family in a different way. Certain Indian cultures see family in a different way. It's just, I think the culture that you come from makes you prize people over possessions, but it's really just about how you see what's important to you.
You're right. Okay, Tiara.
Yeah, leave her alone now.
Y'all, let's finish this social report. Wait a minute, y'all.
Hold on, I gotta finish this report, and I just want to say, Tiara, you're right. So when me and Tammy Berry are flying on our jet overhead, I'll make sure that our 30 billion looks at you and waves. Okay.
My mama would never.
Romeo, before you go, Facebook is checking in. Brent Reborn said, "I will cancel the world for 30 billion." No, not the world, Brent. I'll holler. Brent talking about.
And shout out to D Shields though. Shout out to D Shields though. She says that she agrees.
Money for me to cancel my children or grandchildren. Just can't do it. I understand it. I'm not canceling mine either.
Okay, so let me say something. Okay, real quick. I heard what you said, Miss Perry, and I agree with you. However, look, here come the but. When you think about Black people and the culture, and you're right, so that's how we keep our sanity, our family, and the community. And I'm clearing my throat for this other part, because one thing that a lot of Black families, I'm not going to say all, we've lacked strategy and business mentality and education around building wealth. So I feel like it's always kind of been like this. It's never been like this where it should be. So that's why I think Portia and I kept saying strategy, 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 because I will say, out of my whole entire family, I'm doing things business-wise that they have not ever done, because there's lack of education and all of that stuff. So I love y'all family. And I promise I'm coming back for y'all. But let me cop these millions so I can pull y'all along. So that's all and I was really talking about. But I definitely agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you for saying
I'm not
that was
canceling
eloquently
family.
said. Yeah.
I'm not canceling family, but we're gonna figure some stuff out. Give me the 30 million. We're gonna figure some stuff out. I changed my mind. Wait a minute, what Keisha Cole say? I changed my mind.
See now we about to get into an argument.
I'm taking the money and I'm gonna change my mind.
But see, this is why I agree with Ty. Like I swear me and Ty be on the same wavelength. What y'all saying makes sense, but it don't make sense. Like, in order for Ty to succeed, Ty had to say, hey, for these next 3-5 years while I'm building this beauty brand, don't bother me. Like, yeah, I love the family and all that other good stuff. We're cool, great. I don't got time for this family stuff. I have to build in order to bring you up. I have to build in order to bring. So you can sit there and hold hands and cuddle and kiss and frolic with the family all day. What these white people are doing, like Ty said, they're starting from jump. Hey, Dad, what you want me to do? This is what I want you to do. Leave that girl alone. And they hey, leave that girl alone. Leave your friends alone. I need you to come learn this family business right now for the next 3 years. Sit in this office and learn this family business. And that's what they do.
Yeah.
All facts.
Yeah. It just depends on at the end of your life.
Let's move on, y'all.
I'm just saying, both of us about to fight. And
Portia knows
about to lead them kids. Portia knows Jeff Bezos right now.
Listen, they got a whole daddy side.
There you go.
They got grandma over there. They got daddy. They got uncle. Like, text me, email me, send a bottle.
But y'all, everybody don't want the money. Like Ciara said, everybody, like, I think about Caribbean islands,
and I think you can have both. Yeah,
they chilling. Like, they don't even want that money. So, yay, it's to each his own.
Last but not
all right, y'all. We beat that with a horse. We beat that.
Let's move on. Right.
This got 2 more left. Rolling Loud decided that they will return in 2021 for the first concert back. They're gonna feature Travis Scott, Post Malone, ASAP Rocky. They are going to accommodate everyone who bought a ticket for the 2020 lineup and give them free passes for the 2021 lineup. They said they will be the first organization to bring back concert festivals, and they have not announced any protocols in place due to COVID-19. But they
need to go sit down some freaking where. Why are they so eager to get an audience together? In March, y'all, it's still cold, right?
Money.
Yeah.
In Miami, it's kind of like a little bit cold, but not really, because that's usually when spring break is.
So is it in March or May?
It's in May.
Okay. It's in May.
It's in May. Yep.
That's when we got high COVID stuff, right? This year.
Yeah.
So it's a little too iffy for me.
Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna let them be the trailblazers and blaze that trail and see what happens with and then we gonna
be blazing something, all right.
I'm like, how y'all gonna smoke with masks on? I don't know, but okay.
Last but not least, don't forget December the 21st. December the 21st. It is going down live in virtual concert. Ashley, live in virtual concert.
Don't do that.
Will have.
Don't do that.
We got a song. We got a song.
No song yet, but she can play it live in virtual concert. Portia Monique will be performing live. Oh, you can play it, Ashley. I need everybody to make sure that they tune in on the 21st of December. She will be live in virtual concert. So I'm gonna post this today, and you guys will be able to share it. Hashtag Portia Monique Live. Portia Monique Live.
I can't see.
Oh, you can't see it? Oh man.
It's a little fuzzy. Dang.
Oh man. Yep, Portia Monique Live, December 21st. Promotions go out today.
It's virtual. Let's get these flyers going. Share it. Yay, Portia!
Yay, me! Thank you, Romeo. I appreciate you, brother.
Oh Lord.
Hey Ty, I'm being petty. I'm finna promote this so heavy just to force her to perform. Like I'm finna get everybody.
I ain't never been scared. Listen, I'm performing. I'm gonna be
Portia,
ready.
listen, bring it, sis. Like it's the holidays.
Come on with it.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm ready. Well, I'm ready. Call my little friends.
Right, get you a mic. Just get you a mic and be like, just go ahead and get you a gown. Just do it up, Portia.
But I'm not done, Ty. I'm not done, Ty. I have more. Ladies and gentlemen, on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, you can get your own autographed Portia Monique portrait. If you subscribe right now to the concert, you'll get a personally designed portrait of Portia Monique sent to you in autographs.
Portia, you gonna autograph mine, boo? Let me know.
Yeah, I'm autographing too. I'm doing all that. Yes, I got y'all. I'm ready.
Romeo, on a serious note, though, you need to put us together like a good holiday, like rolling out holiday mix or something. That'll be super dope.
Well, matter of fact, my Thanksgiving mix comes out on the 26th, so I'll have a family mix for you guys to share with the family and everything.
Yay!
Good. I love that.
Awesome.
But don't let her get away from December 21st, Monday. Portia Monique live on Rolling Out.
What's my hashtag, Romeo? What's my hashtag? Portia Monique Live.
Hashtag Portia Monique Live.
We got it. I'm ready. Iris, I've been working on my lyrics. I'm ready. I'm ready.
This is really becoming a thing, and y'all got people really thinking that this is.
I'm ready. Y'all know. Let's go.
You got a choice, Ty. Ty, she ain't gonna have a choice.
Yes, I'm gonna have that her fashion look going, D. Yes, Brent, we got your hat. We got merch coming.
Yeah, merch on that.
Woo!
All right, what else we got going on?
Well, that was it for my report. Outside of everybody else, I see y'all, man. We love y'all back, man. Oh, Nate, you marking it on the calendar? All right, Nate, mark it on the calendar, man. Yep.
We ready. So, December 21st, Portia Monique Live.
Portia, you know what would be a really good idea is if you give them a little taste of what they.
You know what? I'm still in the studio, but Santa Baby is for sure gonna be on that. Santa Baby. The Iris, I'm working on the lyrics.
She gave what version is that?
You heard it. You heard it here, you all. First exclusive.
Oh man.
With Portia Monique live. Yes.
Hey Ty,
Yes.
hey Ty, she gave a black answer. Let's hear some. Well, you know I'm in the studio. That ain't what I said.
I gave y'all a little bit. Here we go. So
Oh.
I got a report. I do have a report. Moving on, talking about fashion. But Nipsey Hussle, y'all remember Nipsey Hussle? His store, the Marathon, was vandalized and the windows were smashed in and it was reportedly looted. Why would y'all do that? Why would y'all do that? Somebody please help me to understand why somebody would do that to.
I blame his crew. See this. I'm finna get in trouble. This is why I started to blame news, right?
Who?
Ninjas.
Because y'all was on that man team. He hired people from the community. He empowered people from the community. He paid y'all from the community. And now that he's gone, y'all can't keep up his legacy. That's some effed up stuff, man. That's so effed up. That's effed up, man.
But I think about even how he was murdered. It was by one of his close people, a person that was
the person who killed him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's not far-fetched. I mean, I'm not surprised that they did that because he had haters that were close to him. That's how he was murdered. So it's like they still after that man's legacy. It's crazy. Like
it doesn't make sense.
Down.
And he shared so much. I still listen to Nipsey Hussle probably on a daily basis in terms of all the wisdom and motivation that he gave in terms of being an entrepreneur and going after your dreams and staying motivated. So it's like we have to check ourselves sometimes and those within our own community because they're not going to come from that going. And of course, I advocate for voting, but if you get out there and you elect these people into positions and all that, it's the people within the community that end up being the community in itself. So it doesn't matter who is in a position if you're not putting yourself and the people around you in positions to think with love, to think with compassion, to work hard for yourselves and to lead each other and to influence each other in positive ways, because they only looking at us like, why should we help them? Why should we do this for them? And this is how they act. This is how they treat their own. Like, we got to get it together too and check those within our communities when things like this happen.
And it's black.
Yeah.
That's what's pissing me off.
Yeah.
Black people. It's y'all black people who sit there and, for example, Jeezy and Gucci are having their versus battle tomorrow. And at first it's for today's today, I think Thursday.
Today's the 18th.
And it's for the culture. It's for the culture. And what I saw y'all do socially, and I said this the other day, what I saw y'all do socially, y'all turned for the culture into, I wonder if Gucci Man gonna bring up that he shot Jeezy friend and killed him. I wonder if Jeezy gonna brought up the fact that he busted in so-and-so. Y'all turned that whole situation socially into a negative thing. To now, it's not even about the music. It's not even about the culture of these two black men coming together to settle. Y'all are actually trying to insinuate an altercation by involving their other team members, their other crew members to still be mad at each other. Y'all effed up, man.
So Romeo, that begs the question of the day. Is it dangerous to be a rapper? Like some of these aspiring rappers out here, and Facebook, y'all check in too. So question of the day, is it dangerous to be a rapper in 2020? You got Nipsey Hussle that was assassinated. You got Pop Smoke. You got the boy, the rapper from Dallas. What was his name? He just died last week.
Mo. Oh my God.
Too, right?
Yeah. They told me the story about how the rapper from Dallas died, Portia. I don't know if you heard the story.
What happened? Please let us know. We did not. I know he was on the freeway or something like that, but
he was leaving a young lady. He was and they feel like they it's funny you said they feel like his friends set him up. He was leaving a female's house. When leaving her house, he was being chased by, leaving her house. He ran to his car because guys were chasing him. Hopped in his car, hopped on the street, hopped on the highway, crashed on the highway, got out the car and proceeded to still run, and those people shot him in the back of the head. So they think it's a setup. The social media is turning it into something that's outlandish, but they're trying to say either the female set him up or his friends set him up from knowing where he was at, because he wasn't on social media like posting "I'm here" type stuff. And I agree with you, Portia. Like this what's pissing me off as a DJ is the fact that, and I'm gonna say this, TR, and I'm not even trying to play this Black Power thing. Hey, fellas, the moment that you make it, get out. Get out, move out the hood. I'm not even, look, you get that first 50,000, 100,000, get out that neighborhood.
Yeah.
F them friends. Hey, you better cut that 50 down to 10 to 5 or whatever like that. Cause me and Ty be seeing y'all with 30 dudes on stage. I don't know who the 30 dudes are, but I guarantee you they ain't got a reason to be on stage. Hey man, hey black men, F this crew stuff. Everybody nine. Everybody. Every week. Every rapper. Every week.
Yeah, they gonna be like Kevin Hart. I don't know if y'all got an opportunity to see Kevin Hart's stand up that he did in his house. Cause he was like, I don't trust nobody. I'm not going out there with y'all people, with you people. He was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not. And so like the entourage is like you said, Romeo, and like all that it's really a facade, and you really need to start looking at who do you have camped around
discernment.
you. Yeah, and even if it's those people that came up in the hood with you, still look at them. Not all of them are behind you. Think about who was there with you from day one, not who's trying to get on your team. A lot of people love to say, well, they support me now. You need to also be spiritually grounded to have some type of discernment to say, God, lead me, guide me, and direct me. Just because you're a rapper don't mean that you can't.
For sure.
You rapping about some lyrics.
You have a target.
About Jesus and how Lord need to, God, please camp the right people around me, because you sitting up here looking at these. I was feeling golden. I ain't. I'm not feeling but y'all know what I'm trying.
No, very true.
Yeah, so my stance is that it is dangerous to be a rapper. It's just like pick another occupation, y'all. Like we got a whole bunch of other things that we could do other than being a rapper.
But I don't think that it is a bad thing to be a rapper or dangerous to be a rapper. I just think that some of their what they choose and who they decide to be around them or camped around them, because you could be a rapper and not even be involved in certain situations or environments. So you dealing with
you become a product. You become a product.
That's the rapper's lifestyle, though. But it's the rapper lifestyle, though.
Yeah, like, it's the lifestyle that comes with it, and it's biblical, because it's like, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're rapping this, that's gonna be the life that's around you. So even if
that's not true for all rappers, though. I mean, I think we're trying to put it all in this one bucket, but it's rappers, and when we think about hip hop or rappers, they're all not like included. So maybe we need to separate certain type of rappers.
Right.
So let's qualify it, because when you think about like a Chance the Rapper, like we'll never see him in no trouble. We'll never see him doing dirt. We'll never see an entourage of people around him. So so there are good rappers that
he got his ass out of Chicago. Yeah, he got his ass out of Chicago. Common got his ass out of Chicago. I'm telling you right now, Romeo's not gonna blow up in Atlanta and stay in Atlanta. I promise you that. I'm out, because I'll
just go to a really good neighborhood.
Right. One thing that when I was my first internship with Diddy, the smartest thing this man ever said to me, as a DJ, you can't be a hot DJ and have DJ partners. Basically, you can't have people who want the position that you got. Like if these rappers, if you're a rapper and you done blew up, but you got a whole bunch of other rappers on your team who ain't blew up, they want your spot, they want your money, they want your life. So if one of the dudes ain't a publicist or a road manager, like the one thing that I'm not gonna do as a DJ, and this might sound bad, but I don't really care. One thing I'm not gonna do as another DJ, I'm not finna carry around or hang around other DJs. I'm not gonna put another DJ on my team, on my back. They want to be exactly what I am doing or to achieve. If I'm gonna do anything, I'm going to choose a person who wants to be a DJ who wants to learn about equipment. Great. A DJ who wants to learn or how to build programs. Great. I'm not going to put another DJ on the team. That's stupid. Ty's not going. Ty is a beauty expert. Ty's not going to say, hey, you know what? You want to be a beauty expert? Yeah, I'm going to put you, another beauty expert, on my team.
But I did that though, Romeo.
She might though.
But you did it. But here's the thing. But they had another perspective. I'm saying you're not gonna put somebody with the same.
You're right.
It's motives.
No. You
so
are
what happened
totally
when you did
right.
it? Yeah, what happened when you did it, Ty? What happened when you did it?
So he's right, and it's funny because I'm writing down notes because one hard thing is to actually say that and be transparent and say, "Damn, I did that, and it didn't serve me well." So you are right. I tried to have people on my team. I tried to bring up people because, we'll all get people that DM us or say, I love what you're doing. I would love to be involved, blah, 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 blah. And then when they're on your team for years, all of a sudden you look up like, damn, just like what I did. Or damn, you're trying to, it's totally different than support. And you got to be careful because I think we're human, right? And we're all a flesh. So we will start thinking like, dang, I want to do what they're doing. Like, dang, I want to get to where they're going. So I'm going to mock everything that they're doing. Everybody's journey is different. But what I did learn from having or trying to do that was, Ty, you're going to have to reset and be strategic about who's actually around you because everybody can't be a beauty expert like you. You're going to have to have people on your team. If you're going to have them and pay them, they need to be an expert in something got else to help support you. So I'm with you, Romeo. It's like, okay, if they're a DJ, they need to want to specialize in maybe equipment or how to do production of it. Or I'm like, okay, if I'm going to be a beauty expert, Ty, you need somebody on your social media platform or your branding platform that's in beauty, but not trying to be in my position. Absolutely. I agree. You dropping gems this morning, Romeo, from Diddy.
And that's what's happening with these rappers. And then you wonder why you're getting set up or played because you've put the next guy in a position to win. He's like, well, the quickest way for me to win is for him to be gone. So you know what? F him. I'm going to get him out the way so that so the label can be like, well, let's go ahead and move forward with so-and-so project. Oh yeah, I've been waiting on this. I'm so sad. That's bull. Like, it's so funny, Ty, when Vaughn got killed, the rapper Hondo Rondo, who's on his team, had a concert 2 days after. 2 days after, Dirk from Chicago was like, and me and T.I. was talking about this. Dirk from Chicago bought out the concert because he was like, well, hold up. Your man just died. You was there when he died. How you having a concert?
A whole concert.
That don't make sense. Oh, I'm doing it to represent my dog who passed away. Nah, brother, I don't think it worked like that last time I checked.
So he bought it out, Romeo, but what was the end result? So Lil Durk Hondo, he didn't perform.
He didn't perform. He bought out the past two shows. Dirk bought out he bought out that show that we talked about, and he bought out two others. Like, this man hasn't performed in like 2 weeks. Like, they're not.
So now he's scared.
These Chicago dudes ain't playing. Like, cause they feel like either how are you the man? If you're in a group, this is what I never understood about rappers. If you're the star, how the hell are you getting beat up? How the hell are you getting shot? Don't you got 50 dudes around you who supposed to get beat up and shot for you? Like, ain't that's what they there for? How
Yeah, you got to be careful. There are Judases in every camp, and you have to have that eye for discernment.
Yeah.
Have some people around you that are grounded. Have some people around you that you know that really, really do have your best interest and well-being at heart.
Yep.
Because when they don't, you be having people around you. Sometimes you see them, you be looking at them with that eye. You be like, well, okay, that's fine because we need you to build the team for now. But I see you over there. I see you want my position. I just want you to know that you can't do what I do because God put this gift in me. And
right, exactly. Everybody has to do what's for them.
Now. I'm gonna let you roll right now until we build this team out. Boom.
Yeah.
I ain't talking to nobody.
And what black people gotta stop doing, what black people gotta stop doing, stop letting black men hang around you. Oh, I'm the star. I'm going to the club. Do y'all want to hang? Oh, I'm going to the mall, whatever. Do not want to hang. The one thing that I always did every time I DJ'd a club and I got one of my friends to open for me. Hey, man, I'm going to make sure that you get paid. Because if you're going to be here, it ain't going to be no hangout stuff. Because you're going to look at me a certain way because I'm succeeding and I'm getting paid. So my safe bet, Ty, what Ty said, my safe bet, I'm going to make sure that I'm paying you for a certain position. Pay
your people.
So that you don't feel like you're being used or you Romeo, can I come to the club with you? Yeah, man, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure that you get a bottle. Is that cool? Or do you want me? Oh, man, you ain't got to do that. No, yes, I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, hot damn, you do. Yes, you do. You better, because they will come behind you and be like, "Oh, that ninja, he always asking for something but never giving anything in return, or he get put on, but he not put me on. I'm just here to support you. I'm here to just be here for you. You a dirty lie."
Yep.
The dirty lie. So y'all, you right, Romeo. Whenever people are in your camp, please make sure you pay them in one way, shape, or form. Just pay them so you don't even never, ever have to worry about it. And it doesn't have to be monetary sometimes if you just don't have it. Just make sure they get an opportunity. Something.
Absolutely.
We love doing that. We love trying to tell me some volunteer. To hell with that. No. You ain't never coming back saying to me, "Oh, Ty don't do this and Ty don't do that and I don't get paid." Oh, you a lie. Here go your check. Here go receipts. Here's the receipt.
What did you say earlier? What did you say earlier, TR? That man gave 14 of his friends $1 million? Of his close friends $1 million? Yeah, okay, it was out of the goodness of his heart, but I guarantee you, he put them in a position to where they always gonna have his back. They ain't gonna never say nothing bad about him. And then on top of that, hey, whatever else you need us to do, we gonna do it. Why? Because that's what I hate saying white people, but that's what white people do. White people will do that. They'll pay you to be friendly.
Pay you to shut up.
Shut up.
So Ty, before we get out of here, because you sound like you got some more tea you want to spill on the situation that somebody that you was working together with another beauty expert. What happened with that, Ty?
Portia, you would want to pull on that. Oh, I don't want to.
You don't have to say no names, but we just need to know, because you was adamant about that.
Yeah, I'm passionate about it too, because you just have to. Okay, I'm gonna explain. Regardless of whatever industry that you are in, whether you think people look up to you or not, they do. And they may not ever say it. But if they are asking to be a part of your team or with you to support you, automatically there's some type of inspiration inside of them that you have given to them, right? So you got to consider that. You may not put yourself up there, but you got to understand that you're up there regardless of whether they tell you that or not. So if you do have someone in your camp that supports you and want to be there for you, just be mindful and be careful. You have to be so strategic to the point you give them assignments, because I did not do that starting out. I had this person around me. Everything I did, they did. Pretty much if they did not get, I was foolish, and I was just like, okay, well, there's this opportunity and I got paid, right? And I was like, well, I could provide you this. Well, this person was like, no, don't pay me anything. I'm good. I just want to be a sponge and absorb. Well, it came back and bit the hell out of me.
That's sad.
Because that person, and it's more than one, but those people, you know, they will take certain things, they'll do this negative talk. And so you got to understand sometimes because people don't do it in your face, that's probably even worse. I'd rather for you to do it in my face. And we all build these platforms and we're built like Tiara. I think about you and what you got going on, and Portia and you, what you got going on, and you don't never want any. We work so hard for our brands, and we work so hard to build what we got. So if you have people camped around you that's doing the negative talking and it gets back to you, it hurts like hell. But what hurts even more is when you think about the mistake you made when you didn't pay them, or you know, it's like, damn, they're true. It's true what they're saying because I didn't pay them, but they're not saying that they told me not to. Or they, you know, oh, I'm here for you and this, but now behind my back, you like, oh, she don't pay me. And this was early on in my career that I learned, but it hurt. I still deal with them because in business, what you all have to learn, everybody needs to understand this. In business, you are going to have haters. They gonna be your best fan. They gonna be your biggest supporters. They gonna buy everything you got, and you know they're your haters. You just smile and let their ass buy. That's what I learned.
And on that note, let's move on to positive thoughts. Yes, Ty, you said a word, but positive thoughts, Tiara, let's start it off.
I'll leave with a positive thought based off of my therapy session yesterday. I had a really amazing tear-jerking therapy session. But one thing that I was told was take time to really take care of you and know that what's for you is for you. What's not for you is not going to work out. But you have to lead with, and this is in all aspects of life, that what's for you is going to be for you. And if you try to rush things or get to things prematurely, thinking that you have to have everything right now, you're going to continue to run into roadblocks. So sometimes you have to trust the process and trust your journey and know that if you get on Instagram, you get on Facebook and you see this person doing this and doing that, their assignment is different from yours. Everybody is here, still here, getting through 2020 for a reason. And this is your season to realize that what's for you is going to be for you, regardless of what you think other people have and what you don't have. Trust your alignment. And I'm going to pass the ball to Ty.
Oh, well, child, I thought I did mine, but and you know, I'm just saying, pray to God, whoever is around you is really truly meant to be for you and have your back, and pray for true discernment. No matter who you are, whether that's family or not, pray for discernment of what their true feeling is in support of you, because it will determine your success. It will, if you're not mindful of who is around you. So I'm gonna just, you know, and I'm piggybacking off of what Romeo said a little bit earlier, you know, just be mindful of who you have around you. If they want to be you, to the left, to the left. All right, Romeo, I'm gonna pass it on to you.
Oh, Tiara, let me give you a hug. Oh, yeah.
What is that?
I'm gonna bounce off Tiara, and I'm a firm believer in this because I do this every day. It's called self-love, people. When I go to bed at night, I go to bed with me, and when I wake up in the morning, I wake up with me. And basically, what I'm saying is, I could give a flying flip about work, family, friends, the world, whatever like that. You better learn how to love yourself every time you open and close your eyes. Because if you cannot love yourself, you cannot love nobody else. I guarantee you on that one. And I'm throwing it to Push and Monique.
I'm gonna catch it, y'all. Today is Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. We almost there, y'all. But my positive thought of the day is very apropos to what we were speaking about today. It touches on what Ty said, Romeo, as well as Tiara. Don't be jealous of anyone. Be inspired. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Let's go get it. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Be inspired. Don't be jealous. Don't want to go run out and kill nobody. Don't want to go run out and hate on somebody because they offered you pay and you said no, but you spent it. You spent it the other way and let other people know that she ain't about this and she ain't about that. Like, be inspired. And use your 24 hours in a day that you have to go get it. Let's go, y'all.
Hey.
February 27. I'm your host, Portia Monique, Romeo International, Tiara Berry, Ty Cooper with both Ty Cosmetic, beauty expert, and we will see y'all tomorrow.
Hey, everybody who hate me, thank you, because you'll be hating me with these 30 billion as I'm flying over y'all waving.
You use your haters as your stepping stones, y'all.
Right. Love them. They gonna buy all your shit.
They gonna buy all you. They gonna be on your Instagram every day trying to see what you're doing. What he did today.
Like Ty said,
interactive engagements up. Yes, you need them. You need them, Romeo.
I get them engagements up.
Yes, yo. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye, y'all. Love you.